around.
Let's go
You just
try maybe
gotta
that
poke.
inside and see if
We're
we
gonna
can't
poke
find some
around.
fish.
As Jerry Garcia once said, nothing shaking on Shakedown Street. You just gotta poke around. You just gotta poke around. Well, howdy friends, Brian Flechsig of Mad River Outfitters, the Midwest Fly Fishing Schools, and we are here on the boat in Virginia with our good friend Blane Chocklett, and we are hunting redfish amongst other things. So we're going to be here for about 3 days. I'd like for you all to follow along and join in on the fun because it's going to be fun.
Today, or anything
Anything,
for.
please.
I wish one of those other fish would have cooperated a little better.
What do we got up there? You see that?
I did. How far out?
60 foot, 65.
Here's that white sand.
Is that what I'm looking at? Yeah, it's not. Just looked like something big. You know, folks often ask me about what fly lines I use, and anytime I'm sight fishing like this, it's the same line. If you watch any of our fly casting videos, it's the line I use on my instructor rod for demonstration, but it's also the line I used to fish with. And it was designed by Flip Palette, called the Flip High Vis Sight Line, and it's designed for sight fishing. I've been using this line, I believe, since 98 or 99. It went away for a couple years. It's back. It has been back for 7 or 8 years now under the Cortland brand. So it's the Cortland Flip Palette High Vis Sight Line. My favorite line. I use it on everything 6 weight through 12 weight. So friends, today is our first day here. We just flew in this morning. Blane picked us up at the airport, and you know, it's kind of our first day of fishing along the mid-Atlantic coast, I guess you could say. We're gonna try to do this quite a few times and do some filming all up and down the coastline. You've got a bunch of things here that you're looking to show us, to show me, to show our viewers. And tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in Virginia, and I've fished all through the Virginia coastline, up into the mountains, all that. I've fished Maryland, I've fished New York, or all the way up to the Cape, down to Florida. But the Mid-Atlantic is a very special place to me. North Carolina, Virginia coastline, being just hours from my house. I was able, growing up, able to really have a broad view of what it had to offer. We have everything from redfish to false albacore, striped bass, cobia, you name it. About every favorite game fish that you can imagine, Virginia and North Carolina have, and I've enjoyed it my whole life. And you know, I was blessed to have my aunt and uncle live near Virginia Beach, and I spent my at least 2 weeks out of every summer fishing inland, some of the brackish waters for bowfin back then, and pickerel and bass, and then fishing the coastal waters for flounder, redfish, croakers, you name it, and then offshore for cobia, striped bass, and redfish. And we have so many different seasons, and within all those seasons we'll have a variety of different predator fish to target, and it's taught me so much about fish behavior. And you know, I just wanted to share it with you because you said you'd never fished the East Coast. So.
I haven't. No, I fished. Most of my fishing has been either off the coast of Florida or the Gulf, and then of course I've done a lot in the Bahamas, Belize. But no, I've not fished the Mid-Atlantic coastline before. So I'm looking forward to this. This is just the first day of many. We've got 2 or 3 more days ahead of us on this particular trip, and then I think we're going to try to get back together in North Carolina, you said?
Yep.
So today was our first day. We got out here, and the weather people lied.
It's blowing. I was doing my best, man. We did have a couple shots at some nice fish, though, for sure.
We did, but this poor guy.
I'm old.
Well,
I feel old right now.
Yeah, I was feeling it for you, man. He was trying to pull the boat into the wind, and we got on a beautiful flat. We saw redfish.
Yep.
And we put some casts on some redfish, but man, it was blowing. What'd you say, 20?
At least.
At least 20. They said it was going to be blowing 5. So they don't ever believe the weather people. They didn't step outside and feel this wind. We just got in a lee here to film this, and quite frankly, we were going to try to head a little ways over and get into some back bays, but that water's just too choppy. So as Kenny Rogers once said, you got to know when to hold them, and you got to know when to fold them.
That's exactly right.
You got to know when to walk away and when to run. So I think we're going to crank up this motor and run to a big fat pizza and maybe tie some flies tonight.
Yep. And stay tuned for some true Virginia culture. We're going to have some amazing blue crabs tomorrow night.
I'm looking forward to. So plenty more to come. Today's just the first day, so stay tuned. We've got a lot more coming at you, and if even half of what he says is true, we can get on film, then we're going to have a great video in store for you. Well, howdy friends. Day 2 here in Virginia. We've kind of come around the backside trying to avoid the hurricane gale force winds of yesterday. And we did it. It's an absolutely beautiful morning, dead calm. Really looking forward to a great day. We could have a long day. I think we're going to do a couple of sessions today. So we've got a lot in store for you, and here comes Blane. So we're gonna hop on the boat and go see what we can find. Okay, so we're day 2. We're kind of spot hopping. We've certainly gotten into seen some fish, but nothing in the boat so far. Starting to get pretty hot. So it looks like we might have to pull out the secret weapon, the 23-foot secret weapon. How far right?
Just you're behind him. Go left. No, right now. You're just in between the last 2 casts. There's like 100 of them here. Strip, you're behind them. They're right here too. This is a giant school. There's thousands of them. Strip. Set. Nice. Good job, bud. Way to go, buddy. There's thousands of them.
Thousands of redfish.
Thank you, Mr. Red Grum.
Oh yeah,
Look at that
tail.
I think he wanted that fly.
You think?
Yeah. Wish you could have seen my view. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Good job, bud.
There you go. So the plantation crab works in Virginia.
It does.
Yep. good fly. I've caught a lot of redfish on it. It's become, I've got all the Louisiana guides buying that fly from us, and they love it, man. Fish just jump on it. There's your...
That's the school.
That's the school.
Let's go get them.
Yeah, I'm on. I'm on.
New jerk changer from the Chocklett Factory. They were just all over. That's them right there. Hey, you're at them.
Holy moly!
Still see him? See him?
Yeah, they're all around my fish.
Got it.
That's it. You on?
Yeah. Shit. Change directions. There you go. Thanks. Oh yeah. You bud.
Okay, I would say break time, huh?
Can you open my phone?
Coming up on the next episode.
Pulling out the big guns.
Get you off?
He's up on...
Still there?
I think he's still... I don't know, Blane. If you can back me out, I might be able to try to pull him straight out instead of bending my rod like this. Yeah, he's right there.